Let's look at the kind of the global economy, the global hotspots, starting with a place dear to your own heart, Europe. It looks like, according to the latest data, that it's either in or very close to its third recession in 5 years. This is a continent that seems now to be reliving Japan's experience of the last 20 years. It seems to be sclerotic, and it seems not to be getting any better anytime soon. What's the outlook for Europe? What needs to be done?
You know, this is what I've called the risk of the new mediocre. New mediocre being a combination of low growth, you know, anywhere between 0.8, possibly 1.3% next year, low inflation, which is really bad news for countries where debt to GDP ratios is, you know, close to 100%.
Risk of deflation, outright deflation, do you think? I mean, some countries are already in deflation.
Well, some countries are already into deflation, but for the moment, you know, it's more sustained low inflation, which is equally bad.
But it could get worse, and if it did get worse...
Well, it might very well get worse because of the price of oil, but we're talking about, you know, nominal inflation. The question is, you know, does it translate into core inflation as well, which it might, you know, pass through, at least portion of it might. And high unemployment, which is, you know, the other very bad phenomenon of this new mediocre. Now, you look at that, and that's bad news. But if you look at the other end, at much lower price of oil, so cheaper energy, you look at a euro that has clearly been depreciating over the course of the last 3 or 4 months. And if you look at the banking sector, which has been sanitized, cleaned, stress tested by the ECB, and where remedies have been taken, you have 3 components that are moving, that should be moving the euro area into positive territory. Now, I'm not suggesting that this is, you know, a walk in the park, Europe is a piece of cake. No, it is not. It's a complicated landscape, and one where the political games, I mean, there were some allusions and hints to how politics should improve. Certainly that's an area where, at the European level, politics should play a positive role for growth, for good, and for the people.